When pizza chefs are buying a flour, they look for two parameters, W and P on L. Let's talk about them. In this video we talk specifically about the W, in another video we will talk about the P on L ratio. W and P on L are parameters that are measured by meals using a special instrument. The most used is the Chopin alveograph. Unfortunately, not all brands are exposing these parameters to us. This is very often what differentiates a professional flour than a consumer grade one. The W value indicates the amount of gluten and the type of gluten that you are going to have. The higher the value, the longer can be the fermentation, and also in theory the higher the value, the more water you can put in the flour because it will absorb better. But be careful, because this has an influence also on the way the dough at the end of the fermentation will appear to you and will be manipulated. Because when W value is very high, you have a lot of tenacity of the dough, so it's very hard to stretch it. That's why, for example, you don't want to make pizza just with the Manitoba type flour, because it will be too strong and very hard to stretch. W value is very well connected with the amount of proteins that the flour has. However, it's not always possible to associate the amount of proteins with the W value, for the reason I explained that in another video that I will leave in the caption. Consider also that for low amount of W, you cannot have a long-term fermentation. For the higher amount of W, in theory, you should keep the fermentation going for longer time. For pizza, you want to select flours that start with a W value of 210, 220, and then you can go up to over 300. However, remember that the W value is very well connected to what pizza style you want to make. For example, for Neapolitan style, you can have a quite wide range of W's to use. You can make a Neapolitan style pizza with W's of 230 or 260, 280 also. However, if you want to do, for example, biga, then in that case you want to have a stronger flour that has a W that is over 300 or at least 300. Follow me for the next pizza tip and you're welcome.